Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of week 20. In this lesson, we are going to look at geolocation. My name is Mildred. In JavaScript, we have methods that we can use to get the position of a user that has their location services turned on the devices. We also have other methods that we can use to both get the location and update the location, like if the person is in motion, like in the GPS of a car. So we're going to first of all try to create a function that when we call, we can show the latitude and the longitude of a user's position. So we want to just get the coordinates of a user. So we have a function we're going to create, and we want the function to say, let our function be show position, and we're going to give it an argument called position. So we're going to get something. We want the position dot written like this. So we use this property to return the latitude of the current user, and then we can also get the longitude like this. So let's say position. So we want this to be returned or to be shown in something. Let's say we have a tag. Let's put a p tag here, and let's say the ID of this p tag is equal to location. So we want this to be outputted into the p tag. So if we call this function show position, we want it to get this. So we're going to call this by using a button. Let's say button, and this button will get location, and we'll close button. And what we want this button to do on click, we want it to do something when it is clicked. Call a function. So we'll first of all get the position before we show the position. So before we complete this, let's try to write something like let's say my location is equal to document.get element by ID, and we want the ID to be the element with the ID of location. And so here we'll do my location dot inner HTML is equal to, we want it to append both the latitude and the longitude. So let's say we want it to write latitude, so we'll know what it is, and then we'll use the plus sign to append this. We're not going to end here. We'll use a plus sign to add the longitude, and then we'll put longitude plus, and we're going to append position to this like this. So this is what we want to return when we show position, and we want this to be printed out within the inner HTML of the p tag. We want to have a function that is called get position, and this get position will just get the current position of the user. When it gets the position, we want it to now call the show position. So what we'll do here is to first of all check if geolocation is supported, and we'll do that by saying if navigator.geolocation. So if geolocation is supported, we want it to do something. If it is not supported, we want it to say geolocation is not supported. So instead of getting the location here, let's say let it write geolocation is not supported. And if it is supported, we want it to say written like this, navigator.geolocation dot, and now we use the get current position method, and then in this method we want to call show position function. So we have a function called get position that gets the current position of the user, and a function called show position that displays the latitude and the longitude of the user. So let's walk through it again. So we have a function called get position which checks if the geolocation is supported, and if it is supported, we say navigator.geolocation.get current position, and we want it to show the position of the user. The show position function, what we want this to do is to get to the inner HTML of the p tag that we want to output this to, and we want it to get the latitude, and we want it to get the longitude, and we want it to print both of them to the page. Spelling is wrong. S. So on click, I want it to call the get position. Save this, refresh my page. When I click this, it asks me if I want to allow it to know my location. I'll click on allow, and then it prints out the latitude and the longitude of my current position. In the event that this is a GPS, instead of using the get current position method, I'm going to use the watch position method like this, and this time what will happen is that it is going to get the current position, and then it will update the position of the user as the user moves. So this is basically how we use the geolocation. This is not an advanced way of using it. We can also use this in the show position function. We can actually also return this as a map. So if you have your Google Cloud subscription, or you have subscribed to Google Maps, you will have your API key, and you can actually write your function such that you are going to be outputting the latitude and the longitude on a Google map to return the position on a map. So you can do all of that, and this is where we end this lesson. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.